Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Naomi, and let's dream about beauty. In today's video, I'm going to show you some new techniques that I'm trying. And if you would like to see those new techniques, then just keep on watching. So we're going to start out with my Tatcha primer. This is the silk canvas. Just rubbing it in. So the first technique that I'm going to try is basically where you do your, because normally you do your primer, then you do your foundation, then you do your contour and everything else. So I'm going to do everything reverse. I'm going to do my contour, blush, highlighter, and then my foundation. And let's see what I think of the results. I love the way that this primer smells. It's really pretty. Oh, also concealer. So let's conceal first. I've been using the Born This Way concealer a lot because I find that it really doesn't really settle into wrinkles and it doesn't look cakey most of the time. Okay, so concealing done. And now contour. Actually, I'll blend this in a little bit over here. I've been noticing on some of my videos that my gel contour could be a little more blended, so I'll have to work on that. I've got to use a brush today. I don't normally draw contour. I just, since I've been inside, not going anywhere and playing around with makeup, I just thought I would just try it. Because one of the reasons why I'm doing this video today is, you know, that when you're isolated at home, it's a good time to try new techniques and things that, you know, work on things that you're not familiar with. So, and that way you can get some practice so that when we can all start going out at the house again, that we have practice. So one other thing I noticed in my video, and I'm really sorry about this, I am terrible at starting sentences and then pausing. And then it takes me forever to finish it. I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's funny, on my grade 1 report card, my teacher wrote that Naomi seems to have a hard time paying attention. And then she realized that I just really concentrate really hard on what I'm doing. That sometimes I'm kind of in my own little world. And she realized that I wasn't doing anything on purpose. I'm gonna blend in my nose contour with my sponge because I have a little more control. Okay, this brush, holy mackerel, is shedding. Wow, I have hair all over my face. I'm gonna have to put this with the JH blusher, no, bronzer brush. This is the contour brush, but it is shedding like terribly. Sorry, I have to just go in with this brush and try to dust away some of this, all this black hair. My goodness gracious. Okay, so still some over here. My word. Okay. So, okay, so now, this cautious step's getting lots of use. Oops, I'm just gonna do one side at a time. And I do find it's better to blend. I find that this is easier to blend with a sponge. Oops, I haven't even done that side. Naomi. See, doing new techniques has me all flustered. I'm just gonna do a little more on that. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the RMS Beauty Living Illuminizers. They're so pretty. It's kind of nice to be able to pat it in with your finger because you can kind of feel your bone structure and where that highlight really should be. God, I still have black hairs on me. Ugh. It's so disappointing. I hate it when brushes start shedding. Okay. So now I get to go in with my foundation. Once again, I'm using my Shop Your Stash foundation in the Shiseido one. As I said, the color is fantastic on me, and I love how it looks. The coverage is good, but it just gets shiny really quickly. Which I suppose is okay if you're willing to blot. I can see just a little bit of the blush peeking through. You can see a little bit of the contour. Oops, a little too much on my forehead. Oopsie. Oopsie. Switch to a different part of my sponge. Trying to remove some of that. The other thing I like is it actually goes a long way. Like I basically it was like two pumps and I still have lots left over on my hand. Just trying to get in around the crevices of my nose. I've got some deep pores just on the insides of, just like right in here, and sometimes it's hard to get good coverage. That looks nice. I think that you could, you know, if you sort of were going to the beach or something and you wanted sort of a no makeup look, you could like do your bronzer, your contour, etc. all first, and then maybe like a tinted moisturizer over top. I'm busy. Yeah. Okay, now for my powder contour. Just try to get it right there. And then using the edge of the brush. And then dust the brush off and then blend up. Okay, powder. I'm going to use the Peach Perfect. I'm going to try a little bit of a bake my pores. This is a new technique. I don't usually bake. Little baby bake. But I'm not going to bake under my eyes. So before I go in under my eyes, I just pat it out one more time. Tap off the brush. Go in on the other side. Just make sure I've got it's as smooth as possible. Go in, tap off the brush. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks nice. powder blush. And I'm going to use the color Sleigh Bells in this palette, the middle one. Other new technique I'm trying is I'm going to do my bronzer last. And I can see the Living Luminizer peeking through the foundation. It looks quite pretty. And like I said, if I was just, wanting to run errands or something, I probably would have just used like a tinted moisturizer instead of a foundation over top of the stuff I did first, and I think it would have left a really pretty look. Okay, so for bronzer I'll use the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. My chin, my nose. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Ofra highlighter in Glazed Donut. I'm going to use a fan brush. I love this. I just love frosty highlighters. I don't know why. I'm going to tame that down a bit just by going over it with my sponge. See now, I think that looks nice. Can't see it when I'm looking forward, but when I turn and the light catches it, then you can see it. Looks pretty. Okay. So now I'm just gonna quickly run away and do my eyebrows. I'll be right back. Okay, so batteries are done. Okay, so eyebrows are done, and now the other new technique I'm going to try is carving out my eyebrows. So I have my Milani Conceal and Perfect. It's in quite a light shade. I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand, like so. And grab a small brush. This is the E30 pencil brush, Sigma. And we will try carving out the brows. I don't know what I think about that. Okay, I'm just gonna go in. I don't really know if it made a big difference. You have to let me know what you think. Okay, now for eyeshadow. Oops. Okay. Maybe reverse carving out would be better, because I feel like that kind of played with, or like, I'm being too picky. I like there to be like a crisp edge. Nice to find. I like to find brows. On me personally. Okay. So the eyeshadow palettes that I have left to try from my Shop My Stash are the Natasha Denona and the Nude Light. So I'm going to combine these two so that I can use a nice transition shade from the Nude Light and then go in with some of these colors from sorry, just tidying up here a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this middle color right here. That's a transition. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I like the NARS smudge, what's it called? Look at it. Smudge proof eyeshadow base, but I wish that it gave a little bit more coverage. So I'm just going to blend back and forth until I get the blend like I want. Okay, and now using, sorry, I'm ones that don't appear to be centered properly. That's better. Okay, so now I've got the blend like I want. So now I'm going to go in with a pointier blush, and I'm going to go into this shade. I don't really know how to read this. This shade right here. Maybe Blossom? Or maybe Sakura. I'm scared of this shade. I'm scared. Tap it off. Okay, and I'm gonna just go onto the back of my hand here a bit, and so I like to just when it's a new shade and I'm not familiar, I want that in my crease. And I'm just tapping. The brush I'm using is a bit pointier, so it just like kind of fits right in my crease. I'm gonna tap it off and go over and do kind of the same thing on this side. And then I'm going to start blending. My eyebrows are going crazy. My eyelashes are going crazy. So now I'm going to go back in with my kind of fluffier brush that I had my transition color on, and I'm just going to blend out the edges, top. Make sure I have a nice seamless blend between my transition and my crease color. Now I'm going to go in with this deeper purple color, which is maybe Blossom. I don't know, because on the back you can see how the words are, and it's just really hard to tell if it, like, when you look at it this way. Daisy, is that the first one? Daisy, Sakura, Botanic, Blossom, Nude. Maybe because this is the only one that would be nude, so okay, that makes sense. So this one is Blossom. Sorry, it took me a moment to figure that out. Okay, and I'm going to go in with a smaller blending brush. Let's see what blending brushes I have here. Okay, I'm going to go in with this Morphe one. Oops, I didn't tap off my brush.
Oh!
I use my pinky finger because I'm going to do a new technique with my eyeshadow that I've never done before, and I like to use my pinky finger to steady my brush, my hand against my face. So I'm going to do, I have never done this before. It's not a new technique to the world, it's just new to me. But think about how I should do this. I think I'm going to start out with this pink shade so I'm doing a spotlight eye. I've never done this before. And because you want sort of a, what's the word? Ombre effect. That's why I'm going in with a lighter shade, and then I'll do the deeper shade. I'm being very soft with my brush with these pigments that I'm not too familiar with. I'm sorry, I have to hold this eye down. Because I can't hold this eye down by itself. And keep my other eye open. I'm just going blind now. Or doing it blind. Got both eyes closed. Okay. And then just going up and connecting that. So far so good. And then I'm gonna get that little brush, actually maybe even a smaller brush, and get this deep purple color right into the corner. I don't want it to come up too high. Clean brush and blend it out. I got some transfer down here. Maybe if I come up this way. I have to say this isn't very easy. My eyes are watering a bit, and so this color is looking a little patchy. So what I want to say is that, you know, I'm having a lot of trouble getting this in corner to blend properly, and I'm having to try different techniques, different hand positions, different brushes. And that's what it's like when you learn how to do makeup, is you just have to practice and keep trying until you get it right. I'm not used to having such intense color so close into the inner corners of my eyes. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with this first, with the shade Daisy. I'm going to spray. Maybe now I know why people do cut creases. I've never done a cut crease, but I can see how a cut crease would be easier than this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and clean up a little bit and do some eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my eyeliner done and I have cleaned up a bit. It's looking not too terrible. So now I just need a smaller brush. I'm gonna use this smaller brush and just go in underneath my eyelashes. Like so. And then I'm going to blend that out just a little bit, which I don't normally do. So this is a new technique as well. Okay, so for my inner corner highlight, I'm running into clean brushes, which, oh my god, that never happens to me. Going in with the color, this one right here, which is nude. I'm going to take it in and kind of blend it in. Which is another technique, because I never do this. Blending it in. Like so. I need my baby mascara. And something to put. See, I think I'm gonna go with the, where did I put it? Oh, the Oprah highlighter in my, to highlight. Arch my brow. Maybe a little more on the inner corner, just to really amp up that glow. Alright, lipstick. Lipstick. Which one have I not used? Well, I think I've used this, but maybe it'll go okay. This is the Anastasia Beaming liquid lipstick. Once again, I'm going to go over top of that with this essence. Now that is a pretty combination. Wow, that's so shiny. That looks pretty. Setting spray. I use this Morphe. The sprayer seems to be a little plugged, so I'm getting an uneven amount of spray. It does smell good though. Very sweet. I like sweet fragrances. Okay. So, zoom me back out. I'm gonna go fix my hair and I will be right back to show you the finished look. And here I am with the finished look. What do I think? I think that I don't have an eye shape that is particularly suited for spotlight eyes, and that's why I don't usually do them. So would I try it again? Sure, I would try it again. And I'm happy that I tried it. I'm glad, because I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so it's not like I'm getting ready to go out somewhere, and if my makeup doesn't work out, then I'm, you know, pooped. It's easy to play around and experiment, and that's part of the joy of makeup, is being able to experiment, and it just all washes off in the end. So is this my preferred technique? No, it is not. I prefer more of an ombre, where you go lighter in the corner and then it moves out to darker in the crease, or sorry, in the inner corner it's lighter and then it moves out darker. I don't love this, but I also don't think that it looks terrible. So I will come up close and you can see. Hi, I'm close. The finished eye look. And yeah, so anyhow, time for my outro. Thank you so much for joining in with me today. I really appreciate you watching my video. I hope that you learned something, or maybe that you're inspired to try some new techniques next time you try your makeup. Time is our most precious resource, and when you spend some of your time with me, I really, really appreciate it. I hope that wherever in the world you are, day or night, that you're well, that you're healthy, that you are happy, and take care.